in Vancouver exactly 30 years now. I'm kind of interested to learn how has the city changed, but more importantly, how have you changed or how the city's changes affect how you are changing, either in business, either in your personal life. So that's one part of it. And then the other, you mentioned a lot of immigrants with high skill and they're excited, but they cannot find work that they were trained for, either as medical doctors, engineers, etc. And that's frustrating for them. So wanted to hear how these kind of transitions or changes is felt by you personally and also what you're observing in the city and Canada.
Well, you must realize Vancouver is a very new city, 150 years, but in terms of age, that's very new. The cities in Europe and the cities in Asia,
right,
hundreds of years. So I've been here 30 years, which is a big part, a big percentage, 150.
Yeah.
So there's a tremendous change. And so all of a sudden, of course, there are more buildings, more people coming into town, and towers coming up. Before was a very sleepy kind of village, and people came for skiing, the mountains, but now all of a sudden there's a ET, then Microsoft is here, and Disney is here, and big center of Amazon starting very soon with thousands of employees, and then many films are done in Vancouver, and it's called also the Hollywood North.
Yes.
So the city has developed, and not anymore it's just a sleeping village, but the attitude didn't change so much, even though you will see a lot of office people now, people coming to work on ET or engineering or construction and manufacturing. Still the mentality is a little bit different to, let's say, other cities like Toronto, because nature is so important. So it's very common for a lot of people to take Friday off and go fishing or go climbing or go hiking. So the attitude of the Vancouverite, the people born here, hasn't changed that much. They work, but they don't take work so seriously. So life is more important. How to make a life rather than how to make a living, right?
Yeah.
So time off is still very important. Everybody's looking forward to the long weekend and go out with a car, with camping, or just being a tourist in your city. Just go around, go to the North Shore Mountains and go to the lakes. So that's important. So fortunately, this hasn't changed so much, but physically changed. And then, of course, when you say adapting, a doctor, you need to come here, you need to do a lot of transition, but many other employment opportunities, like engineering or ET and programmer in computing, eventually you do get a job. It will take a little bit of time to achieve the level that probably you have in your country, but eventually you will adapt, because people come to Vancouver not just to be successful in what they did before, just to have a life which is a little easier. We complain about the traffic, but this is definitely not Taipei. It takes you 2 hours to go from the airport to downtown, which happened to me, or 3 hours just to get out of town. This is a city that in 10 minutes you can be hiking, 15 minutes you can be skiing, and 10 minutes you can be by the river fishing salmon. So people come for that. And it's relatively safe, it's very low crime, so people come for that reason. So when you think about what you left behind, like I said before, don't think so much you were in Korea when you were working 14, 15 hours a day, 6 days a week. Well, we're not going to do that. You're probably only going to work for maybe 5 days. Right? Because other things now are more important. What you do with your free time. And people think about that a lot. In Toronto, they're more focused in business because there's no nature around it.
That's what I wanted to ask as well, because the people who are local, who are born locally and grew up here, they care about the quality of life and having time to relax. And then you come the new waves of immigrants, depending on the period of the history for Vancouver. But a lot of them, if people are from Hong Kong, from East Asia in general, and from India as well, they tend to work a lot of hours because that's a culture they were brought up in. And so they're expecting that if I want to succeed, I have to work a lot of hours or I have to put a lot of effort. And plus, like you said, the linguistic and cultural adaptations that comes with that. How do you see that? Is there a clash? What are you observing in that?
I can tell you from what I heard. When I started, people told me some locals were a little resentful about, let's say, the wave of immigrants that we had at the time, they said, from Hong Kong, right? Because they were scared about what's going to happen with Hong Kong when it becomes when the British moved away,
Right.
and Chinese gonna take over. So they came here, they started to buy property went up. So local people couldn't afford to buy because everything coming from Hong Kong or Southeast Asia. So there was a little bit of resentment. But everybody knew one thing: Asian people work very hard. So as far as I'm concerned, I always respected that point, that they work hard. It's not themselves, the children work, the wife work, everybody work. And they had a lot of difficulty because they didn't speak as I can speak, but they come and they adapted. So there could have been some resentment, but eventually there was so many coming that from my point of view, when I opened my coffee shop, my first customer was a family from Hong Kong. And then they liked it so much, they came the next day. And then they brought other people, and they brought other people. And I had a coffee shop selling espresso. People thought I was Italian, but I didn't see an Italian for about 1 or 2 months. But I saw a lot of Chinese, and I saw a lot of people from Hong Kong, from Taiwan. And I'm so thankful for them because, as I told you, I think when I was in the shopping mall, and because it's a shopping center and it was smart, we get a lot of Asian people shopping there, and they came and have a coffee. And they felt good with me, right? They felt that I'm, I could communicate with them. I could say sheshe. Yeah. So from my point of view, it was not resentment. I was grateful to be given that opportunity to deal with foreigners.
Yes.
Now, not everybody probably is the same. Depends where you move, depends who you are.
Yeah.
It's very personal.
And it certainly goes back to what you're saying. You've brought all this attitude, being positive, sense of humor, and not being afraid to leave the past behind and welcome, looking forward. And that's why I wanted to share with the students too, because Mario's coffee shop has been running for 28 years, right? And it's been always an independent coffee shop, which is really very rare in these days. So that's really amazing. Yeah. And so
I'm surprised every day.
That's a good thing, right? Being surprised, and I think it's also a positive thing.
And I'm grateful.
So. So the last parting word here. All this, a book about you won't be enough. All the experiences, but with all these that you've lived through, if there's 1 or 2 things you can share with your younger son, and also, of course, with the young students in Taiwan, what would you tell them?
Well, don't be scared. Well, number 1, study English. And don't do what I did because I struggle by not knowing English. So it's important nowadays. It's easy to study. You can go to the internet, watch a lot of movies. Doesn't matter, the bad movies, soap opera. As long as in English, you're going to pick up a lot. And I did with the students from Taiwan every day, today. And then don't be afraid. Just go and speak. Even if you know a few words. And don't be scared. Never be scared. Just have a smile. We're so used to accent that when we meet somebody from Vancouver, we are surprised because there are not so many from Vancouver anymore. And then have this attitude that life is an adventure. And go for it. And do what your heart desires. I always had the thought that it's better to be sorry about something that you did than sorry about something that you never did. If you don't try, you're always going to worry that I didn't try.
Wow, that's great. Well, thank you so much, Mario, for this wonderful time. Well, I guess we'll be seeing you next time then. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you,